Hello, everybody. I'm a very tired person at the moment. I'm sure you all understand and stuff like that. Going to be a short stream and stuff. I haven't really had a lot of time to set things up. I mean, there's this. Oh yeah, I don't have the thing plugged in. That's okay. Yeah, no cameras today, cause I'm very sleepy and I haven't really set things on myself to look good and all that. But we can bring in Starly. Hang on. Hello, Starly.
Hello, Katie.
My word. As I was saying before, you know, how all the sound was, you know, off and things like that. Now you're much louder and things.
Well, that's because I'm on the headset today rather than on the tablet. You didn't know how long you want to play for. It just seemed easier just for me to be on today.
Yeah. We're very sleepy, Katie, at the moment.
Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. We can. Hello, Wes. We can sort things out. If Starly is too loud this time, obviously people can let me know if things. Because I plugged in my thing, my like separate external sound card thing, and the sounds were just all off. You know,
Oh dear.
it's much louder than they usually would be and stuff. So if things are all wrong and people are watching, then they could say that things are wrong or whatever. But we have. Oh, this is very fancy. It's a nice purple carpet as well. But yes, Starly has been very hard at work, haven't you, Starly?
I have.
Do you want just to say which way I should turn at the moment?
I think you should just turn all the way around.
All the way around. Wow! Oh wow! And you look super zombie-like as well.
Not a zombie.
Not a
werewolf.
A werewolf. Ah.
Got big fluffy ears.
Oh, I see. I couldn't see from this way. It is very, very, very good.
Well, it's meant to be a spooky stream, so I thought I'd make sure I was wearing something spooky.
Yeah, I am not wearing anything spooky.
I mean, you're wearing a trans flag. For some people, that's very scary.
Yeah, beware the scary trans people. Not very scary at all.
It's not finished, as you can tell.
Okay.
This is a spawn area. So this is just an area where people can spawn into and wait for other people to come. If you come over here to the fireplace,
over to the fireplace.
And like in this area, you can put information for people and stuff. I need you to tread on that pressure plate.
You stand on the pressure plate. Boop. Oh wow, you did a special thing.
That's why I need to come along. That puts us into this area because you can't get in and out of this area once you're in it, unless you die.
Yeah, because I kind of seen this area already. Because this is the bit that you've set up before streaming. Because I said, we could like mark out some areas and things, and you've done a lot of work here.
I like building hills.
You do. That's a very good.
Do you want me to? I think it's pretty much similar to when I last showed you around, but should I show you around so everyone else at home can
see? So everybody can see. So that's.
This is the area you'll spawn into. I kind of put this bit here in the centre. See if you want like a fountain or something. This area is going to be the graveyard, which is what you requested, a graveyard.
Yeah. So.
And then these not steps because I didn't know what steps you wanted, so I just put some cobblestone in temporarily.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what I want at the moment, but we can work on it bit by bit, can't we?
I thought if I just put like bits in, then it gives us plenty of space to have ideas. Big empty hole in the ground. Yeah,
this is where the mansion is going to go.
And then you wanted a dungeon, so I gave you plenty of space underneath the mansion.
Yes, we want to do dungeony things. Oh, there's fire and stuff over there.
Yeah, you'll see that in a minute.
Okay. But yeah, so there's plenty of room underneath here, because at the bottom here, hang on, where is my thing? And that's not it. This here shows, if you look at the coordinates, I can't easily show them.
You're on level 3. If you dig down 3,
Yeah, if you look around here, it says 4. If people don't know how to read all this information on the screen, the bit that I'm circling says we're at a level 4. So yeah, we didn't have a lot of room underneath because we just chose the super flat world. But if we go up to the top here, we're at 25, which should give us a plenty of. Oof, no, that's the wrong button. Plenty of room to do things or whatever. We still have sheep and things. Oh gosh, I got rid of all the.
When you started the world, you didn't turn off mob spawning, and I can't be asked to do it. So we're having mob spawns. They're only spawning down there, I think, so that's fine.
Yeah, I turned off all the enemies because otherwise we'd have like all zombies and creepers and things underneath here.
And then,
but
yeah,
because we did have the slime spawning at the start, and I thought, no, that's not a good thing. Even though I switched it to be like peaceful and whatever when I started off the map, it just decided, nope, don't want to do that.
Now you got spooky werewolves. Right.
I have a spooky werewolf.
West particularly wanted an area to do a spooky barn, so I've made this area.
Okay, we have spooky barn area.
One thing people might have noticed is that all the outside surrounded by trees. You can't actually get out of this area.
Yeah.
Once it's all closed off.
It's very good. It might need some trees built up behind it because you can kind of see through the leaves and things.
My leaves are solid, so I can't see through the leaves. But yeah,
I can
you can
see.
Build a wall around the outside.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, it's just completely blocked off on this end.
Yeah. The idea is to look like it's a bit part of a bigger area, but you can't get through it.
Yeah.
Then you wanted an area to be a woodland area, so that's going to be here. Obviously, I've not put any trees in yet. I thought we'd want to put stuff in, then put trees around it.
Yeah, figure out what we want to do, and then have some trees and things.
I mean, there's plenty of trees. I'm going to make it daytime because it's going to be easier to see.
Yeah, I thought it might be setting the mood being all dark and whatever, but then we can't see.
Yeah, it does help if you can actually see what you're doing. And then going through the forest, you'll get to the swamp.
And this is why there was fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's a swamp.
Really smoky swamp.
Yeah. Swamp. There you are.
I've made sure there's some like paths and like a little island over here to put stuff. We want to put, but we got the option.
Yeah.
And then up here, we've got a nice circle area for stone circle. At the moment, this is kind of a perfect circle. I probably will make it less of a perfect circle, but I thought if I just put a circle there,
yeah,
as a prompt,
or a stone circle, or whatever kind of thing we can have.
And then that takes us then back up to the mansion.
Yeah. So there's obviously not a lot that we've well, there's a lot that you've done.
Yeah, I was about to say I've done a lot. This I can't use all of this. So all this is in place by hand.
Yeah.
Let's just be very clear about this.
Yeah. So there's a lot's been done, but there's a lot that still needs to be done to fill in things and whatever. Oops. And there's not a lot that I've done apart from setting up the world on the server, which is not very hard at all.
But at least now we've got it to the point where, like as I say, I think like between the mansion and the stone circle, we want more trees, and we want trees down there. So we've got to the point where we can start adding stuff now.
Yeah, we have areas and.
This would have been quite boring to do on stream because it's mostly just placing a lot of it. Yeah. Also, just pretty much everything's either 1 or 2 blocks deep. So careful digging down.
Yeah, well, it's a good job we're not in survival because otherwise it would be very dangerous. So did you have any idea of what we could start off with, or?
I was going to kind of ask you about that. If you have some ideas about the mansion, but I think you're struggling to decide exactly what you want to do for that.
I mean, I don't really necessarily know what I want to do. Let me just get... let's go for cobblestone. Why not? So we want a big door, and I kind of want to work on just like the face of it to start off with, really. So if we just kind of be a big deal, how many across is that? So 1, 2, 3, 4 across at the moment there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only want to put a framework in because I don't know exactly what we want it to look like. But how does that look for like the doorway? Well, it's not even, but it doesn't matter so much. But how does that look?
That looks like a doorway.
It does. Do you think it's too big or whatever? Because in relation to the whole thing.
Well, no, because you've got a lot of space to it. Forget.
Yeah. So maybe we could have like a big thing. The problem is, how do we actually? How are people going to come in the mansion? Is it just going to be open, or are we going to put doors on it? If we're going to put doors on it, then we need to think about how the doors are going to work.
Well, that's kind of up to you.
Yeah.
You can do it so that there's like what looks like open doors using trapdoors and signs.
Yeah, something like that. If I find the pictures I showed you, and show people those, if I go over here, there's really nothing on there at the moment, but I'm going to find the pictures that I showed to Starly. And then where hopefully this is going to work. Yeah, there we go. This isn't quite framed correctly here. Let me try to change this around a little bit so people can see what I found. This is just some pictures I found online.
American Gothic kind of thing.
Yes, let me just pop this in here a little bit. So there's one of the pictures, and I thought, it's kind of got these pillars and these levels and things like that, and it's kind of got like these like sections, like these square sections, like here, and another one here, and another one here, and stuff like that. Can I go across? Here we go. This is another one I saw here. It's got a similar kind of idea, it's got the levels and it's got like the square things. This is kind of more of an odd shape. Here.
Yeah.
And then the next one that I got was just obviously it's like a model and whatever, but it's the same kind of idea. It's got the levels. This one doesn't have much of the boxy shape things. It's kind of got smaller ones, I suppose.
Yeah.
It has a little like cats outside the front and whatever, the crows on it. It's quite a nice little picture, I feel.
Yeah.
So that's generally the kind of idea, like the different levels with like boxes and things like that. So I think most of them had like the box for like the doorway. So I don't know, do we want to have not the door be the box, but a box around? Oh, here you're doing a fountain.
Yeah, Frank's doing something while you're doing that.
Oh.
I mean, what about, because I looked at lots of them had like porches.
Yeah. I'm just going to get in some ideas of shapes to start off with. I mean, how long is this? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't actually measure anything out. Everything's done by what looked good.
Okay, is this the actual middle of it though, where this line is?
No.
No.
I just made tills. I don't.
It's okay. It doesn't have to necessarily be all exactly. Well, we can put things down and see how they go. So if we have like one of like the section things, that's the wrong button. Let's see what we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4 out from there. And then 1, 2. Was it on the 4? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the gap.
The thing I will say is that these stairs are in the middle of the graveyard area.
Okay.
So I did the fountain area first and worked everything out from there.
Okie doke. So, I mean, if you've got that kind of happening there, we can count some things out. What is the thing over here to the wall? 1, 2, 'cause nothing, it doesn't have to be symmetrical, does it?
Nope.
1, 2,
Completely asymmetrical.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 to there. Let's just count 18 on the other side. Was that 8? I forget if it's the gap or whatever that I'm counting. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is the gap. Okay. Welcome to Counting with Katie. 1, 2.
Counting with the
3.
count, only sleepier.
The what?
Like counting with the count from Sesame Street, only sleepier.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to about here. Edutainment indeed. So yeah, it's not even, but obviously it doesn't have to be even. In the front here, obviously this can move forward and back, and the different bits can move forward and back as well. It's just like getting an idea of the general shapes and things. I was going to go through your tree here at the moment, but let me not ruin your tree right now. Let me just kind of build up. Where is it? Is it here? That's about right. Good work on the fountain, Starly.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is looking big.
Yes.
Is it too big, do you think?
I think it might want to go back a tiny bit, but I think it's fine. Oh, kind of going forward. I think maybe it wants to come in a tiny bit on the sides. Because I think it wants to fit in within the space, not against the wall of the outside bit.
Because yeah, as I was kind of saying, we want it to kind of look like, or to go along with this kind of idea, and at the moment that's going too big, isn't it, I think?
I think a little bit.
If you look suspicious, not specifically at this one, then if that was the actual thing, then the door would be like absolutely massive, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But we do want...
You can do big doors, because...
Yeah, or this one seems a little bigger than this one. Going by the door size and whatever. Okay, just an arbitrary unit of measurement. If we use the door as like one width or whatever here, we got 1, 2, 3, I don't know, maybe 4-ish doors across there, depending on how big that is. And this is like a door section that's like kind of a 2/3 on either side of this door section. I don't know. I'm sleepy and I can't figure things out. But yeah, it's a little big. I mean, if I was going to, or if we were going to go with these kind of things, we'd probably want... Dear me. How big are the... Sorry.
Come to where I am.
Okay.
One option you can have is if you want big doors. It's doing something like this, so they're open. They look like doors without actually having to be doors.
Yeah. How wide is this one?
This one's 6, but it doesn't have to be. This is an example.
Yeah.
So then it looks like doors that are open from this side.
Yeah. What does it look like if it's like one taller than this?
One taller, hang on.
I was going to help. Oh, that's not how you do it. Got that side. We could put the thing across the top here. Proportionally, I think that might be a little bit better. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks good.
So it's like 6 across. How many up is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 6. This is, yeah. Well, it has to be. Well, it doesn't have to be. What do you call it?
Well,
It's in the middle here, so it's going to be an odd number.
well, did you want a porch area or not?
Yeah, that's good. That's kind of what is in some of these other pictures.
So maybe we pick a block. Maybe spruce. Spruce is a good one. Is it okay if I break some of your cobblestone?
Yeah, I was just getting the idea of the size of things with these things. I think I built the... Oh dear.
And this is like the porch.
Yeah.
And inside's going to be a different flooring. For now, I'm going to use granite because it's just a clearly different block.
Yeah.
So, 2, 3, 4. Then we want some bits for the outside. So one option you can do is actually make it deliberately not in the center.
Yeah. Because we don't necessarily want it looking even or whatever. We want it to look spooky though. So we start over here. Yeah, these pillars will definitely be going a little high, but if I look back at the picture again, we can have a lot of looking at the reference here. But here, the door is here, and then the actual next floor starts quite a way up actually on this one. Not so on this one. I think this is an actual house, so it doesn't have to be as theatric or whatever. So this one's a bit closer to whatever. Yeah, the thing is, I like the look of this because obviously this is like these two bits here at the back look at the same depth, and this one's kind of pushed out a little bit at the front here.
Yeah.
And then I like this one as well. This one's this level, and then you get up, and this one's at this level, then you get up again, and this one's at this level. It kind of goes back a little bit there as well. But yeah, as I said, this one's kind of slightly different as well.
Did you ever play the game I made that was set in a mansion?
Sorry?
Had zombies in it. I once did a game Minecraft that had a mansion that had a load of zombies in it, and you like started out in the basement. You
I
ever play that one?
don't know that I did, no.
Okay, I might have to see if I've still got it and get you to
Yeah.
play it, because I think it might give you some ideas.
Yeah. But if we have a door here, because obviously you've got well, we don't have to have the stairs going up exactly where they are at the moment. They can go in front of the doors, because that would make the most sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they can go wherever. I just kind of put them there as a...
But these like pillar things, then they would kind of have to move across, because that's just the wood.
Remember what we said about it doesn't have to be central. It doesn't have to be even.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like trying some things at the moment, seeing how they look. So, because you say it doesn't have to be central things, but once again, going back to the things here, is what I'm looking at is obviously this is a very, very symmetrical central kind of building here, but obviously you've got the pillars that are kind of even distance away from the door here. And then this one, even though it's not symmetrical here, you kind of got this evenness around it, though, haven't you? Because this
Houses that are like actual built houses tend to be even just on the ground. And that one's not even at all. The pillars around the door are even to the door, but the rest of it isn't even.
Yeah, that's just kind of what I was trying to say about them being even to the door, but the rest of it not being.
Do you want to be using the polished diorite?
Well, I thought pillars, so that might work. The building that I had on screen was different style to this. This is the problem, though, West. I can't necessarily tell myself. Because it's got the general feel of it. That's kind of why I was picking out.
I think the feel Katie's trying to go for without realising it is kind of American Gothic. Because that's kind of what she's picked. I know they're not all exactly American Gothic, but...
Yeah, so I'm just kind of putting things down, as I say at the moment, just to get shapes. And this is not the right necessarily depth or whatever of the things that I'm trying to do, but it's getting shapes down, if you understand.
Kind of.
Sorry?
Kind of, yes.
It's like sketching, but in Minecraft.
Yeah, so West is saying kind of Gothic revival, Carpenter Gothic vibes, definitely there.
Okay. See, what's throwing me off as well is these stairs.
The stairs.
Yeah.
Not even stairs, they're just cobblestone.
Yeah,
They don't
but I
they don't even have to be straight up like that. They can be
like
curve out.
the thought of stairs, at least. But yeah, as I said, it's kind of just like sketching at the moment.
I kind of understand what you mean. It's just I feel like when I do say a sketch for drawing, I'll kind of do the sketch in the place I'm planning to do it, not in a different place. So to me, this is sketching. This is kind of putting and like this entire thing is a sketch because it's me putting grass blocks everywhere, even though most of it won't actually be grass.
Yeah. Basically, I'm not exactly sure how to make things like this, but I am trying hard.
So I always suggest looking at things beforehand.
Yeah. It's That's why I looked up some reference. Because as kind of has been illustrated, I don't necessarily, even though I kind of know the vibe, I don't necessarily know the name of the vibe. It doesn't necessarily help. It's good to have a very tall vampire lady. Yes, me.
Yeah, no offense, Kate, you're not quite as sexy as Silent Hill Vampire Lady. I mean,
I didn't know that was a reference to a thing that's Resident Evil.
Katie's probably the only person not thirsty for Sexy Vampire Lady.
Yeah. So I'm kind of focused too much on these stairs at the moment. But yeah, so I went to kind of a top part and things like that. But yeah, as I said, the front of the thing, the sides can go different.
Sarah says she's very tall and very sexy. And that's the last of my ginger beer. Disappointing.
So yeah, I'm breaking things back here just because I'm going to try.
Don't want the porch going all the way across.
Well, I was thinking of not having it go like straight across the front here. Like we could have some like angle. Not
Okay.
angle, not her name is Lady Dimitrescu. Okay. I might say, but yeah, just do something different to like this, like a bit that can go forward and then it can kind of go backwards. Ooh, I'm kind of getting this wrong, but you get the idea.
I think I will get the idea once you've done a bit more.
Good. So, then this side can maybe go a bit back. Oh dear me. Just so that it's more three-dimensional, you know. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm trying to say.
No. I'm gonna be honest.
Like this kind of thing, if that makes
A little bit.
any sense. So the front of the building isn't just flat across, it's going to go backwards and forwards a little bit. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I've laid it out here, but it's just kind of like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So the porch, if I can come down here, would be like this if it's like 3 deep on each of these sides or whatever. More like that, maybe more like this, just to try and give you an idea of what I've tried to say here. Click, 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 click. A lot of clicking going on.
Mm.
How are you doing?
I'm just looking at doing the porch cover and how that might want to look.
Right, okay, the top part of the thing. But yeah, so that will kind of like be the porch that's kind of around the front of it or something like that. It really depends on. Yeah, maybe some of these things could be moved a little bit here and there to make it a little bit, to give a little bit more room for the front of the building and such like that. Because then the front of the building would kind of go as you've kind of like laid it out, and this would be, hang on. Obviously the whole of this can be just torn down if it just looks awful. But I'm trying things and you don't know how, you don't learn without, trying things and then figuring out how to do them better and things, whatever, if you understand that.
Just for concepts of palette, at the moment I've kind of got white pillars and then this aquamarine for the thing. We need like a third colour.
Third colour.
It's probably, possibly grey, but
it looks like a rabbit hiding underneath a little shelter at the moment.
I'm glad to hear that, Katie.
I don't know much about colours either. Well, whose mansion is this going to be?
Vampire ladies, apparently.
Vampire ladies. So we got like a. What are the colours? Because obviously we got this purpley.
Green and white.
You got the purpley with the stuff as well.
Yeah.
And then there's a granite, but it doesn't have to stay as granite. What's I doing over here? Oh, you're going with that, are you? Okay.
I'm just testing that out.
Yeah.
The grey.
Let me just pop.
Hey, can you just come stand where I'm standing?
Where are you?
In front of the fountain.
Okay.
Best. If you can just look at these colours together, or anyone in chat, so the white quartz, the green, the roofish bit, and then the grey is like the insect colour. How does that look? And yes, if you can find a way for Kate to look at references that's more helpful, please do let her know.
As I said, part of the problem is I'm not quite sure. Obviously, you can't necessarily look things up if you don't know the names of them and things like that. Stas thinks the colours work.
I'm glad Star likes it. Okay, if I move this archway out the way now, Katie.
Which archway?
The bit you built out of diorite at the start.
The front. That was to kind of do like on the front of the porch and things like that, because you know how it's got the things. If we go back to the picture, these all have like the pillars at the front of the porch and things like that.
Yes, I've already put some pillars in. They're these fence posts here.
Yeah, thank God.
Or are you referring to the arch that's in front of the house? Because I'm confused.
Hang on. Oops. Well, that works.
If I move this, can you look at it without this and see what you think? Because I think this is distracting a lot.
Because these, well, you can move it if you want to, but these pillars and things.
You can always put it back.
Here is what I'm talking about.
I can't see a mouse moving.
Oh, yeah, of course. These pillars, like here, It's got the whole enclosed part and that. And if I
Yes.
go across, it's kind of not got it on this one. But this one does, like these pillars around here.
So you've got the pillars that are holding up to support the roof, and you've got pillars that are part of the house.
Right. Hello, DJ.
No,
but yeah, there are some on the building themselves in a way, aren't there? Let me look back.
What if I move this to a more light colour? Does that help?
Yeah. Because the thing that I'm kind of seeing at the moment, and maybe it'll kind of turn up better. The more we do and whatever, but at the moment this kind of looks more like, you know, an awning than a solid roof.
Okay, so do you want me to change it to full blocks?
That might help, because I said that look. Sorry.
Watches don't have full solid roofs, Katie. You do understand that, right?
Well, it looks. Sorry if I keep going back to the reference, but it kind of looks. I don't know. I was saying it kind of looks a little more solid than what you had. I mean, this especially here. This one here looks a little more solid. But then again, that's not a real one.
Okay. The issue we've also got is for working Minecraft blocks.
Yeah, there is that as well.
Because everything tends so thick, it makes things a little more difficult.
It's kind of why I was going big and chunky, really.
It's about as big as chunky as you can get without it looking silly, I think.
Yeah.
Like, already got the door significantly bigger than you would normally have for Minecraft thing.
Yeah. But we want it to look big and spooky and things. Go up. You go, oh, this is a big spooky house. You can walk through. I think the scale actually works quite well, being big and spooky, I think.
Okay, if the green was looking a bit too modern, what options could do? You could go completely off the rails and just do purple.
Purple is good. I mean, I know it's kind of a cliche with me in a way, but...
So,
Wes says purple good as well, so it's not just me being me. I mean, it is me being me, but it's, you know, an artist says it's okay
colour?
as well. What did you say?
I can't remember what I just said.
Oh dear, you said something about spooky colours.
I think I probably just said purple is a traditionally spooky colour.
DJ MB says maybe try swapping grey out for red.
Can try it.
So yeah, definitely this part here looks a little too small. Let me try and make it a little bit bigger here. Because this will throw things off a little bit. I do this, hopefully. I give more space.
People that's with.
Ooh.
If you could show people that, because that's with the grey swapped out for the red.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. I'm thinking though, if we're going to have a barn, it looks kind of varnish in a way, doesn't it?
Yes, 'cause it's red and white.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if the purple bit's now working because it looks just too thick and flat now. Maybe I need to lift this window up by at least one, if not two.
Wes says try it with nether bricks, maybe?
Red ones or the just standard nether bricks, West?
And Star is saying it looked better before because it had more texture to it.
Red.
I was trying to make this a little bit more of a space because obviously I'm kind of trying to create this outside to be interesting and not, you know, just all one depth and stuff like that, and not just flat across. But, you know, so most of these other places, like over here, it's kind of like this could be a room and this could be a room inside here. And this could be like an entrance kind of thing. Hello, Wobbits. This could kind of be interesting. Maybe things are a little bit too small. And well, considering I have no cam and I'm just kind of probably sounding very sleepy and things at the moment, then not 100% better. I didn't get a lot of sleep because my body forced me to have a nap. My body was like, no, you sleep. You sleep now.
Need to come look at this.
Okay. But
That's with red nether brick with purple solid roof for the awning, and then solid things.
yeah, I'm kind of liking this direction. Oof. What do other people think? I think when we got more of it built out, we'll be able to see. Wes says they like the red nether bricks. Is there anything more? Oh, so broke the thing accidentally. Is there anything more slightly textured than this? I don't know if there is there?
Not in that colour.
No. This is a problem. Plans for the adventure, but well, for more bits, this part here at least is going to be mentioned. I suppose not many people were around at the start, and some people have turned up now. So I could, I was going to do a quick tour. So this is going to be where the mansion is. This is going to be where you're going to start. I think that's where your starting area is over there. I'm breaking the magic a little bit, but let me just go over here because Starly has done most of the work here for this kind of thing. So this is kind of, obviously it'll be a bit more built up and whatever, but this is where you would start in this starting area, and then you'd walk over here and there's probably some other things whatever set up, and you step on here and you go boom and it teleports you here, and then there's the big mansion. Doesn't necessarily have to teleport you right here because here the fountain's kind of slightly in the way, so maybe
I can adjust that.
Yeah. And then we pop you down here and we've got the fountain in the middle, and then we've got the mansion that's going to be up the top there, and then you're going to go across here. There's going to be a barn over here, and Starly was very, very happy about the way that she's built up the trees here so that you can't get through. It just looks like a very thickly wooded area through here, so there's going to be a barn. I'm guessing we can put some sheep and things out here, depending on what the vibe of the thing is.
Thinking some zombie horses, to be honest.
That could work as well. And then there's like a big forest here, so obviously this is going to be plain at the moment, but there's going to be a forest. We can have things in the forest, but we're not quite sure exactly What we're going to do you think, a find things map or an actual adventure or
Might be a bit of both.
bit of both? Yeah, because we haven't quite decided on it fully at the moment, but we need to do that before we do anything else. So there's going to be like a foresty area through here. And then over here, this is a swamp. I'll get to the chat in just a moment after I've done the tour here. This is a swamp, and it's got like special things to make it go bubbly and smoky and things like that. Well, obviously, there's still the thick woods here around, bordering stuff here again. And then you can come up here, and then up here is where like a stone circle and thing is going to be as well. And Starly did, all of this work, apart from the work we're doing in the mansion, which Starly's doing a lot of as well. But all the rest of this work was all done by Starly yesterday. She has been a very busy person, haven't you?
Yeah. But it didn't actually take that long.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to have a look over. There's no easy way to like kind of go off the screen here and keep like just the picture up like this. Can I do like the chat? No, I don't want to type in commands. I don't know what I'm doing with them, but yeah, you can kind of see what's going on in the background there. But I want to look through to chat here now. So that was the answer to whether it's going to be a mansion. Yes, it's going to be a mansion there, and it's going to be a few other things as well. And you say, what are our plans for the adventure map? So I think we've kind of covered that, haven't we? Modded adventure map. Yeah, we don't know how much we're going to do. Starly used the command block to just do the teleport thing at the start. So it depends on what we want to kind of try and do and what we're able to do.
Not so easy.
Okay. Cool. CTM. I don't know. Do you know what CTM is in this context?
Not off the top of my head, I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking is CT as in capture the, but I don't know if it's that, because trees look great in the hills too. That's from DJMB. Complete the monument. Oh yes, there is those kind of things as well, because we were playing a bit of one of those, weren't we?
Yeah.
That was the one with the parkour thing, which you didn't really like.
I do not like parkour.
No. I got the DJNB says they thought about making CTM before too. Seems like it could be fun. But yeah, so thank you very much for the information there, Orbit. But yeah, so ouch. Oof. Oh. Sorry, sitting up is a bit achy at the moment. Lots of stretchings and things. Ow. Try and see. But this is going well here. Darling, you're following my kind of guideline.
I'm following what you've done already.
Yeah, as I said, these things can be changed around. If it seems like we need more room inside for rooms, then obviously we could do that. But I thought kind of like out at here, this could at least be a tower if it turns out too small for an actual room or something like that.
I mean, we can work it out. Once we've got the outside bit, we can work out an interior.
Yeah. But as I said, this is very kind of smallish, but it's very suitable for like a tower, especially when this kind of starts narrow and gets kind of wider as it goes up. It depends on how fantasy we want to go with this, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if people have seen. Can you show people your werewolf costume here?
Yeah. Oh, hello.
This is Starly's werewolf costume. Just make sure that I've got this.
We've got a spooky map.
On the
I need a
screen.
spooky costume.
I do have this on the screen. Okay, yeah. I am the spooky trans person. Ooh, I will go into your public lavatories. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's scary to some people.
Apparently.
Apparently, I don't know how. But yeah, so here we go. But yeah, if I just kind of look at the inside of it, there's not much inside at the moment, but let me kind of have a look here. So this is going to be like a main entrance thing. We can have like a hallway or like a little reception area and whatever here. And then this seems like a smallish room. They all seem like smallish rooms when you get inside them, but maybe once they've got actual floors and walls in place, they won't look so small.
Yeah, I think you'll probably find they seem bigger as we go along.
Yeah. Should I put down some floor in the middle here?
Yeah, I mean, have you finished planning out what you want to do for the front of the house?
I think so. I mean, what we can do is we don't... Do we want like all the inside to be the same level as well? Because houses tend to be the same level in the inside, unless there are a bunch of houses shoved together, aren't they?
Well, I mean, kind of, as I've put the house and built and flooring, but I've built it so at least it's just the windows are a step up. Like for this bit, you probably want the floor to be there just because of where the window is.
Do you want the floor in that colour?
No, that's just the block I had that wasn't block I was already
If I
using.
go for the granite, do you think they'll be okay for the moment?
I think it's okay for now. I probably want to change it out.
Yeah.
I think with old house especially, you need to, what's the word? Old houses, every old building I've ever been in is not flat.
Right. Should I put... I don't know. But anyway, Morwitz said a lot of stuff, so let's see what they said. Back in the 1.5.2 days of Minecraft, there was an adventure map where you started in a room and you had to escape. To open the door, you would need 100 wood, and then in the next room, you'd have to submit 100 cobblestone, so you'd make a cobble generator. Okay. So it's kind of like basics of Minecraft learn. It's kind of like a complete the monument, but with like skills, I guess. I don't know. So how do you envision the floor level in this changing?
I think just rooms and areas can just change. Okay. Rooms don't even have to be on the same level.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not quite sure where the rooms are at the moment. Should we just sort of do it at one level, then we can plan out some rooms and then...
I think what we need to do is finish doing the outside.
Right.
So that's going to give us a good idea of what size and shape we have.
Right. Should I just work on... What should I work on?
I think you can decide where you want the rest of the mansion to go.
Yeah, do an outline.
You already kind of did an outline for the front.
Yeah, do the porches kind of carry on around?
I think it can depend.
Yeah, let me have a look at the things I got. So this porch here, this one isn't carrying on around as far as I can tell. It's just like a big front porch, and then it just kind of stops there. The other one I'm looking at here, this kind of has a side porch, kind of, in a way, going on. Maybe this is the back of the mansion rather than the front. Whatever this is actually a picture of, because I'm not quite sure if this is a rendered picture, a model, or a real house or whatever. I can't quite tell. It looks... This tree especially doesn't look real. Can I zoom? I can zoom.
I think it might be at least very least photoshopped.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a real tree, and these fences look too regular there. So I'm guessing there's definitely some photoshopping going on with putting some trees and things and the moon, the big and whatever. But the actual thing itself, it looks more like a model, I'd say. But then, judging by the uniformity of the tree and the railings here, I'm guessing maybe a computer model.
but I'm really not sure.
West, if you have any ideas, please let us know in the comments. 'Cause I'm assuming
Yeah,
West would be able to guess this.
it could be a composition of a few things, but then this fence seems like in line with this well enough. So I'm guessing it's going to be, yeah, a render or something like that. But especially the lighting around like this area makes me think it looks more like a model. But yeah, I mean, around here, I don't know. But
Yeah, West and then be both reckon it's a render, so.
okay, well, we will.
So more bits have said a bit more about the game they're talking about.
Oh, sorry, I completely missed that. Let me have a look. So Morbix is saying, then you'd complete a set of stone tools. Hang on, I'll actually show a bit of what you're doing when I'm reading it out. And you complete a set of stone tools to mine iron, and iron pick to mine redstone, and mod all. This would go on to teach you how to craft modded items like energy cubes, tesseracts, and processing machines. Oh, so it would be the gosh, whatever that was called. One of the mods, yeah. Sims 4 speed build. Okay. Thank you very much, West. If people want to find those pictures I looked basically for Spooky Mansion in Google.
Okay, deep research there.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my research.
Looking at the front at the moment, how do you think it's looking? Like, it's got random holes in windows at the moment. They might be small, they might be bigger.
That is a good look, I think, at the moment. Obviously, we need to figure out how to do the roofs and that, but we don't need to worry about that right at the moment. But yeah, that's coming along very nicely, I think. What do other people think? And I got to figure out, because obviously this looks like the end of the house here, so I'm guessing it'll have to go back here. Let me just kind of like mark out some dimensions. Yeah, do we want some like little courtyard at the back as well, do you think?
Yeah, that might be interesting.
Do we want it in the middle or on the side?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking at the moment.
Oh, thinking is cheating.
Thinking gets you into trouble. I think a lot of people around here like getting into trouble though. What do you think?
Pretty much.
Or maybe it can be a bit of... It's throwing random shapes down here, but you know. We will work with that maybe. Maybe that's a bit short, I don't know. What else do you think can change, can't they?
Exactly.
This
Can't actually say this sketch.
Yeah, these walls can move back and things like that if they need to. So we have this. Can I level myself up here? Where do I come to about here, it looks like? And then kind of move around here and move back. Oh dear. That's just a general sleepy, oh dear. So it's a bit squarish and whatever, but what do you think? Can it be a bit squarer at the back?
Yeah, because people aren't really going to see it from the back as much.
Yeah. going to fill in some of the gaps here. Does that give you enough to work with? Sorry?
Didn't hear what you said.
Does that give you enough to work with?
What's in space to put a house in?
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty.
Cool. So you know what you're doing at the moment?
And just kind of playing with windows at the moment.
Cool. Yeah, it's like when I did... Oh, gosh, need to breathe, Katie. When I did my, socials things for whatever, announcing the stream for today, I put short stream because obviously, as I said, I'm tired, and I know that last time I kind of went a bit short because I wasn't full of energy and stuff like that, so I'm kind of anticipating I'm not going to be today.
That's okay. Basically, I'm happy to keep going until you say you're ready to finish. I'm going to go off and play Sea of Thieves.
Cool. Because I think I want to just show what I have managed to do in between Friday and now. I mean, I kind of what's it called? Hinted at it in the Discord, or not really hinted at it, but basically showed people what I was doing.
Well, I'm happy to finish whenever you are.
Yeah, I just want to not play the game, but just show what I've done, at least, But I want to put this floor in first, and then I can see what else we need to think of. But, yeah, do you think that map that you created, as you said, with your mansion you made, do you think that's could be a thing that we could do on, like, the server here and do on stream?
I honestly don't know. Because it's on a single player world in mine.
Yeah.
On a server. That doesn't mean we can't, that just means I would need to work out how to do it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a case I'd have to download it and put it on a server. I could probably put it up on a free server if it's just going to be a one-time thing.
Oh, well, I mean, I can upload it to the round things here, because you can back up things.
But then I'd have to still download it and send it to you anyway, so...
Okay.
May as well just upload it onto a free server just for a couple of hours.
Okay.
Do you think it would be an issue with you streaming at the same time?
So I'm not quite understanding things you're saying, but that...
I want to talk about this when you're less sleepy.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got like an outline of things. It's got a big hole in the middle of the mansion anyway. At the moment.
So I deliberately left it open so that we could build stuff like down and underneath it if we want.
Yeah, because we definitely want to try and get some stairs going down and some stairs going up and everything. Be very good. But the moment you walk in and you go, this is a dangerous mansion. It's just a big hole in the ground.
Pretty dangerous mansion to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've got nearly all the frontage looking about right. If you just come look.
Yeah, that's very good with the windows and that.
I think for now that might be frontage, at least as a base.
Yeah. What would be our next move on this, do you think?
It's up to you. We can either keep working on the mansion or have a look at a different area.
Yeah.
Anything, one good thing about having lots of different areas, if we get bored of working on one thing, you can just start working on a different thing for a bit.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, should we just talk about some of the plans for the other areas and things like that?
Yep. Put the windows in, but if you want to start talking about the
Yeah,
mansion,
because I think we've got a general idea of what we could do with the mansion, just kind of keep building it around and putting some rooms in, putting the floors in, getting a roof, putting a dungeon in and things like this, and kind of we've got a general idea of how to work with that. But let's go kind of area by area. So this starting area, obviously got a fountain in it now. This is going to be like a graveyard as well, wasn't it?
Yep. So you wanted a graveyard, and I thought a graveyard's a good place to start.
Yeah. So how do we do graves and things like that? No. Something like these things, I think maybe would work. Not.
Yeah.
And some other things.
I think we could build like different shape ones and stuff.
Yeah. This is just to kind of get an idea. But as I said, we kind of want like a big tomb here as well, or not necessarily right here, but we want like a tomb which you go in and then there's a kind of a bit you can go into underneath it, and then there's like maybe secret passages underneath everything.
Yeah.
This is just kind of like planning out some ideas. So you got like the big thing in the middle, then maybe there's like a secret staircase that goes down at the back or something like that.
That's cool. Got plenty of space underneath for putting secret staircases and things like that.
Yeah. So you can kind of go. Oh gosh. Just as I say, sketching it. Oh gosh, I'm trapped underneath now. Help.
Come on, there's plenty. You just go around the edge. It's all open.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's going to be the thing that's going to have like walls built up all around and things like that. Obviously, it can look a bit nicer than this, but this is just the start idea. And you oh, there's a thing, and maybe there's like a puzzle and a lever and things like that, and you go down the stairs.
Those are good.
The secret passages you can go to the mansion, the secret passages can go elsewhere. And things like that. But yes, we have the spooky graveyard to start off with. So we've definitely got an idea of how to lay things out here as well, I think. Over at the barn, you say West wanted the barn.
West specifically, I asked West and Stars if they had any ideas or things they wanted.
And... Do Western Stars want to actually do some like making things on this map and whatever?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it was just today because people weren't sure how long you want to
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
It was going to be me showing you stuff that I'd already built, but I think it was going to be easier for just me to come on.
Yeah. So West, do you particularly want to be in charge of doing a barn, or what's your thoughts on that? Because that's where the barn's going to go. And barns are fairly simple structures, at least on the outside. I mean, we know what they look like. So a barn can go in there. The forest I'm not sure of, and the swamp I'm not sure what we're going to do with either. But they seem spooky enough to have around, don't they?
Yeah.
So, what kind of ideas do we have for what could be in the forest?
Well, you were the one who particularly wanted the forest. I was going to use the forest as filler, so I think that's a Katie question.
Yeah, but just going for what generally are spooky, can be spooky things, and just like picking those out to say this is what areas that we could have. Okay,
Spooky forests can have spooky cabins in the woods.
maybe, yeah.
You can have what else can they have? You can have monsters living in them. They can have this haunted area.
Yeah, I was
In the
suggesting
spooky
maybe.
woods in the other game, we have ghosts hanging out in the forest.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, but this is something that I'm not necessarily, terribly keen on myself because I don't necessarily like mazes, but it could be like, since it's all going to be enclosed and things like that, there could be like a bit of a you don't know which way you're going kind of thing to it.
Yeah, you can do some sort of maze.
And as I said, the maze itself I'm not too familiar with. Maybe you can have like areas which look very similar to other areas or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the we can call them the woods you get lost in or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And a swamp. Swamps are very things. I mean, they suppose we could have like a witch's hut or something. You know, that's actually very Minecrafty, it being a witch's hut in the swamp. What?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's a bit that's got a little island, so putting it on there would work.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a small house would definitely fit. I mean, you can have like stilt, because usually swamps have things on stilts because they just so they don't sink, isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, we can put some stilts up and things. Oh, we've got a bit of a water problem here.
If you just fill it in.
Yeah, hang on. I'm not sure where the water. Oh, I think I fixed it. Yeah, it looks like I fixed it. I can't remember what I was saying now. But yeah, like a little witch's hut maybe can go there, and it's a shame Minecraft doesn't have alligators, isn't it?
We've got armor stands, we can do alligators.
Maybe some alligatory kind of things going on here. Yeah, I kind of had to think a little bit more about the swamp and the forest to think about what they could be.
As I say, one of your best friends is Google.
Yeah. And then we got a stone circle, which, kind of stands on its own in a way.
Have you had a look at forest in our other world recently? Because that's got lots of spooky stuff in.
Yeah, we had a walk through it, didn't we, on stream to see. It does have quite a few things hiding in it. Yeah.
You had some random bones.
We're doing something special with the stairs here.
I'm just trying to make them look a bit more stairsy.
Yeah. I think they're looking good at the moment. But yeah, because mainly I was picking out the areas like, swamp, graveyard, mansion, because they're all kind of like spooky kind of things, not thinking necessarily what's going to go in them. So this is the...
Normally when you're doing things like that, it's good to think about what can go in them at the same time as working them out.
Yeah. And a stone circle. I don't know. I mean, maybe it can be like a puzzle with, various things on the stones and whatever.
Yeah.
maybe the stone circle.
If we were doing like one of the monument things, could be like the actual monument to complete.
That could work, yeah.
Something like that. We can figure it out
as we develop things a little bit more. But obviously, the first thing is getting some things in place to know what we have to work with.
And that. Morbid says they found the map they were talking about.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
A solitary asylum. Wow. I can have a look at that later on and stuff.
We now have stairs going to Mansion. Not the best stairs, but that's
Cool.
for now.
Yeah, as I say, we can add things, move things around, tweak things, change things as we go along.
Main thing is it's now a bit easier to get up to the stairs than up to the mansion.
Yeah. So is there anything in doing what we've been doing so far that made you think, oh, we could do this or that or whatever?
Not really. I mean, like, as I say, I think as we go along, we'll come up with stuff. And I think
Yeah.
if we can now got the outside of the house, start looking at doing a floor plan.
Yeah. So, do you think you'll be doing stuff to this in between now and next time?
I don't know.
Maybe you.
How much Sea of Thieves I end up playing this week.
Yeah. Well, you
My
definitely.
brain's stuck on Sea of Thieves at the moment, I'm going to be honest.
You definitely enjoyed doing what you were doing here, and you did a lot.
I'm going to be honest, this is only like a few hours.
There are a lot of trees here.
Yeah, trees are easy to do.
Did you just plant a bunch?
Oh, the ones that... Okay, so the reason why there's those trees out here, because I was trying to make it so it looked good on a map, but it didn't really work, so I gave up on that. I just planted a load and turned tick speed up to 100.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I think we got a general idea of things.
Got a frontage now. I don't know if it's perfect, but it will do for now.
Yeah, but the idea with this is like there'll be possibly things happening in the week with it, possibly not, and but every time, like on Sunday, we can do a little bit of a work on it and that kind of thing.
Hopefully next Sunday we can finish our scavenger hunt.
Yeah, we could do that as well.
As long as I got some energy. And the thing is, obviously, since on Friday I'm be getting my second COVID thingy, so how is Stars feeling at the moment?
Star's gone for a nap, so I think that answers your question.
Yeah. So next Sunday, gosh, we may or may not.
Well, if you're really not feeling up to it, there's potentiality that I can always stream.
Yeah, you
I can
could.
show people what's happening.
Yeah, you could do a thing that would be good. And thank you for.
MB. MB says they got wrecked by theirs. Oh dear.
Yeah, I was quite screwed over by my first one. I still got a month to go to my second one though.
Yeah, I'm not the first one that I got. For people, if they've been keeping up with the stream, will know I kind of
had to.
I can't remember what actually happened, but I remember not being full of energy and stuff like that.
The thing I will make clear to people is things may change during the week in this map, and just be prepared.
Yeah, things may change, and if they do change, we can come on and say, look, this did this happened here, this did that, or whatever.
And stuff like that.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I don't think I'm getting any more awake at the moment. So
That's okay.
So if we just kind of like leave things, if I position myself here, as long as the ground doesn't change in the meantime around here, then I'll have a good shot of this when I open things back up. Yeah, but
yeah. So if you have any more words to say before leaving the call.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Be fabulous. Be wonderful.
Yeah.
See you all soon.
Okay.
Streaming on Wednesday. Come hang out.
Yes, Starly is going to be doing a stream on Wednesday of Achievement Robo.
I'm hopefully not going to have awful back pain on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm not going at the moment.
More bits. I just do a little bit before I finish off because I was working on something. But
Say goodbye to Starly now, though. Bye bye, Starly.
Hey, folks.
there we go. So there was a Starly.
And yeah, as I said, I kind of have been working because if you were watching on what do you call it? Friday. That's the word. If you're watching on Friday, you'll know that I was having some problems with a game called Giddy, and let me just. This will bring up some music and stuff like this, but ooh, gosh, that's not what it's supposed to sound like. Oh dear, does the normal one sound like that? No, it doesn't. Oh dear, is it having problems now that it's got to do something else? Oh dear, I might have to work on it to do some more. But oh gosh. Oh gosh, the this is not working very well at the moment. So apparently there's something that's not working very well. There, but let me just find something here. Oh no, yes, but I just want to get something set up here. This is not it. That is what I want. For some reason it's not liking doing the sound. I'm going to have to try and figure out what it is that's kind of going wrong with that. But this is only just for demonstration purposes at the moment. Let me just see if this works the way I want it to. Yeah, there you can see. I don't know. I might have set things up a little wrong on things. But anyway, if we go over to here, then actually load up the program, because as West helpfully pointed out, the source code for Giddy 3 is available. So I use the source code to create. As you can see, I've messed around with things a little in order to get things working. But if you go into the game here, start game. We're working around. There we go. So it's working, as you can see at the top of the screen over there. It Giddy now has 999 lives. And yeah, as I said, I purposely put them not in a straight line because, you know, whatever, and they get 998. So it's all working well. I haven't even got an extra life there. But yeah, if I got more than that, it wouldn't show up properly, because it was only the program was only designed to show, you know, up to 9 lives. So I had to add in the extra characters myself, because it's displaying them as sprites, as you can probably see, rather than what do you call it? Just text, things like that. But I will get something loaded up in the background here. Yeah, this is good. Let me just make sure everything is okay on here. I'm a elite hacker indeed. Can you post a link to the map? I don't think I've got anything on here to ban people, but I might as well
do that just in case. But yes, you can post a link there. I will set another thing up here. Just a moment. That is what I want to show. It's a little bit big for the screen, however. But otherwise you may not be able to see things. This at least shows the actual files. There we go. So that is the... Oh, it's a YouTube video. Let me... Yeah. Okay, this is a map video kind of thing. Okay. Yes, you have a sword as well, Weston. I think you've got a sub, so you should be okay to post links. But yeah, this is code. I hope people can see it well enough. Oh gosh, what am I doing? This is what I'm doing. There we go. Thank you, Weston. Thank you, Morbits, for posting things. But yes, can you see pointers as well? I think you can see pointers as well. But yes, here we go. This is something I was trying to set up to make. Because at the moment the boxes, tray stations. Okay. Because the audio is obviously having some problems at the moment in the game, and I don't know why that's happening. But it was also having some other problems that it wasn't looping correctly, and I was trying to follow some information I found online to make this work, but I was having problems with getting that to work here. But if I just look through here for lives, no, that's not in this one. Is it in this one? Here we go. So this is what I had to add in, because it just had basically this part of text, which figures out it's JMod 10. So it's just kind of like whatever your lives are, it's just finding a unit. So if you had like 14 mod 10, it would just go for 4. If you know your modular arithmetic and things like that. People probably learned about that in school. So it basically gets the unit of things here doing that, and that was just in like down here, and it would like render it at a particular point on the screen or whatever. So I had to add in all this code to find out what the units, tens and hundreds were, and then render them at different parts of the screen and things like that. So this is kind of code I've added myself. I kind of added in like this part and the other bits modified so that it would work with the new thing that I've got here. So that's rendering the new lives. The actual bit about adding in some lives isn't actually difficult at all. Where is... Get lives, yeah, lives. There we go. It's showing up properly now for me to scrub through things. So the amount of lives you get, there we go, right at the start there. Not right at the start, kind of in the middle. Line 2,170 attacked. But yeah, so this is saying how many lives there. So I managed to add up to 999. And then if I go down, this is... Yeah, this is... I could have changed this so it didn't get rid of lives at all. Just had, just commented out this code so it wouldn't subtract lives once you died and whatever. So if you just like do... Hang on. You just do that. It'll make it so you don't lose any lives when you die. But yeah, that's... I thought it might be more interesting to see how many lives I actually used up when playing through it. So there's that. But yeah, so there's various bits and pieces of other things I had to look into, because there's quite a bit of code here. This is not all the files of it, but this is a bunch of code here. This is like 1,600 lines to it on it, and this one here has how many lines to it? 100 or whatever line. I'm not logged. I know that at the moment. That's okay. This one has quite a few lines of code in it. So this one has like 6,000 lines of code, and then this one here has 800 lines of code, and then the enemies one. This one here has more lines of code. Oh gosh, can I grab the thing, please? Move it down. This one has about 3,000 something lines of code. So yeah, there's a lot to do, but basically all I had to do is change the thing here. Where is it? Yeah, all I had to do to make sure I had infinite lives was to comment that out, and then all I had to do to make sure that I had 999 lives is to just put 999 in there. But then what I had to do to make sure that you could see that I had, or how many lives I had to add in this code here myself to have that displayed properly. And when I was trying to render it, the thing is, this is set up sorry, because the code was as it said in like the was it the readme and whatever it was saying, the code was actually written kind of in 2000 or before then, and it was like redone a bit later on or whatever. I can't remember the exact dates and whatever, but so the actual remake was remade in an older version of Visual Studio, is what I'm using here to do this. So the remake was made in an older version, so the actual project file had to be updated. I think it had a project file. But anyway, so I had to update all that, and then it was using an older version of the library to render the pictures and do the music and things like that, which is called SDL, or Simple Direct Media Layer. And so I was using an older version of that library, so I had to convert some of the stuff here to work. Whereas in the render, I think, what were the things I was looking at? I should be able to find out, actually. Where are we? No, that's not it. Where are we? Migration guide. This is the one. You can't see what I'm looking at the moment, but that's okay. So what I was looking at, so I had to basically change some of the stuff which would like render stuff to the screen, and whatever. So I'm trying to find out the exact thing so I can find it in the code. Here we go. This is what it's called. So if I type in create window, was that the one? Was not found. Should be somewhere. Maybe it's in here. Here we go, create window. So I had to change this code, which was the usual one to set things up, because the old version of SDL was only set up to use like one screen or whatever, because it's working on older computers. But then the updated version of SDL now works with like multiple windows and things like that. So I had to change this code to this code, and then I kind of did some other things, and I found out, well, it said in the the guide on SDL's website in how to update things that you probably need to put this in as well. So I had to do this, and I had to, change bits here and there and everywhere just to make it work properly. And the way I've got it set up at the moment, you can probably, if you know a bit about coding, you can see that it's got a thing called here, like depth and flags, which isn't mentioned in here, which I don't use. And the flags is whether it's like full screen or whatever, and that kind of thing. So the way I've set it up is that just for the way I want to use it to obviously show it on stream and things like that, is that I only want it in the window so I can capture it easier and look at all my other windows I need to while I'm doing streaming. And so I'm not going to re-release this code or whatever, because it's basically not really usable by other people, because if they want to play in full screen, they're not going to be able to without editing a bit more. And if they want to compile it for anything other than Windows and whatever, and there's probably a few errors which I kind of like skipped over, or just went for the easiest route to get rid of the errors. So yeah, it's not perfect. It works the way I want it to work. Well, apart from the music, and I don't really know what's going on with that. The music should sound like this. Oh, you can kind of still see the thing behind. There we go, that's the old one. So you can see how that all kind of comes in on the screen. It all kind of like goes, oh nice. This is reasonably special edition on there, and then when I load up my version of it, obviously I've modified it slightly just to be a little bit ridiculous and stuff like that. And if I try to go back to the volume mixer on Windows, yeah, something's not going right with it. It was going right before, but I think it's whilst I'm trying to do sound capture and things like that, or something else has gone wrong. I don't know, maybe it just needs a restart to make it work, but this is obviously not right. This, okay, I was not actually in the window, but yeah, so you see I've got subtitles added here to say Katie Hacked Edition, but also if you go out of the thing here, then kind of go back into it, it can come up with more text. So this one here then says, "Hi Starly." And it's a shame we don't have a chaos around, because I added kind of messages in for other people as well. Because this one says, "Chaos is a good." Oh, hi. And then the next one I added was, "Thanks for the emotes, West." And then the next one, I think this is running just a little bit slower than it's supposed to. And then follow Star's transmission. Oh, there as well. And what's the next thing I put up here? Trans rights, of course. We have to have trans rights. Yeah, this is working slower than it's supposed to, I think. And now it loads up here. Not dizzy. These are all the ones I've added myself. I can go back to the original game. That one's boop. And then, does it go back to the start? It goes to the start. There's actually a secret hidden message in the code, which you can't find, because they didn't set it up properly to show all the things. But yeah, if I go back to the original Giddy here, or Giddy 3, it's called the Regionally Special Edition. So if we go through here, and then we go back out to this, and then the next thing says the retro experience. So there we go around again. It says better than Sprouts. I think we saw that amount while I was playing before. And then this one says with garish title screen. And back around again. We get fully 3D possible lie. And then the next message is reprogrammed by hand. And then we go back to the start. Good. We get... What the flipping egg? And then back round again we get... Beard content low, yes. And then back to the start, reasonably special edition. There we go. So yeah, you can just change that text in the actual game itself. In the code, I mean. So yeah, that's what I kind of did. I figured out things. I figured out some things. As I said, I didn't figure out how to fix the looping of the audio. Drawing characters by hand. Rotten jokes with it. Hello, Aronian. Sorry, Aronian. I'm going to be ending fairly soon because, as you can probably tell, I'm not necessarily any more full of energy than I was before. But we did a little look at some Minecraft stuff and some building some Minecraft stuff. And I showed off my elite hacksaw skills with Giddy. If you didn't see it already, then this is... The music isn't playing, because if the music was playing, it would sound like this. So this is my hacked edition of it, which gives me 999 lives, which you can probably see at the top of the screen there. So that I have a chance to actually finish it and stuff like that. But obviously that does mess with the various things because I had to recompile the code and stuff like that in a newer version of the Visual Studio here, and a newer version of the library for drawing and making music things, and certain things don't work properly, so we might be able to play it when I'm feeling good again. So it's like, as I said, hello. Oh no, more people are appearing. I'll get to finishing. Oh gosh. Yeah, sorry. Hello, Kate. Sorry, that's my name. My name's Katie. Oh gosh. I did do some programming. Yes, sorry. As I said, I'm going to be ending soon because obviously, as you can probably tell, I'm not feeling completely up to things still. Oh gosh, still very low energy, but I wanted to stream to use a little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of update of some things. But yes, this is the code. I'll do this demonstration again because people keep appearing or whatever. But this is, gosh, Giddy 3, which I was trying to play before, but I was having problems because it only gives you 3 lives to start off with. So I found the source code and then made my own version. This isn't Minecraft, no. I made my own version of Giddy 3, which gives me 999 lives. But yeah, I am very low energy at the moment, and so yeah, I did things to make it work, even though it doesn't necessarily work incredibly well on here, but we should be able to play through the game. I know, but I'm going to be ending soon. If you want to watch the Minecraft, then there's going to be the VOD upon you can watch the Twitch VOD and whatever, and then like 24 hours later, because that's way, the Twitch agreement thing that, if you have the affiliate thing, you have to have it exclusively on Twitch for like 24 hours. So yeah, the other VOD, I got on YouTube. You care more about programming, yeah. So yeah, there's half-past snooze and snooze. Yeah, lots of snoozes going on. But yeah, so I did edit some things in here. Do I have... Oh yeah, we have a bunch of things here. But if I look... Was it in lives. It's not in there. I keep forgetting where these things hide. Oh no, I don't want to put F down there. Find lives. Here we go. So this is what I added to the code, since you're particularly interested in the code here. So I could have had commented this out so I wouldn't lose lives, but I decided to give myself 999 lives instead, because I wanted to see how many lives I used. Wow, that is quite late. It is 3:30 here, and I just don't have energy. This is how it renders the lives out, and I added this code in here because it's only displaying it's doing J mod 10, so it only showed up to 9 lives. So I had to add in this extra code here, possibly a little bit clunky or whatever, but it works. And yeah, so it displays the lives correctly. There. So yeah, there we go on that. I'll stop explaining things. If anybody new comes in now, I'm not going to explain anything further. I think I need to kind of start finishing off some things like that. So, for my streams, Wednesday. Excuse me, sorry, Wednesday. Hopefully, I should have some energy on Wednesday to be able to do some my usual Wednesday stream. Friday, as I said, I'm getting my second COVID vaccination on Friday, and I explained everything. I think last stream or the stream before, I can't remember, but I explained things before, basically saying I'm probably not going to be doing Friday stream, because I'll be kind of worried about making sure I turn up to my appointment and things like that. And then depending on how I feel from having the jab, we'll find out what happens on Sunday, really. Whether I, have any energy after having it, as to whether I can do streaming and stuff like that. But yeah, so this week has been, surprisingly, I've been surprisingly tired, or surprised, whatever. No problem at all. Sorry it's been short today and the last time and whatever. Yeah, but yeah, as I said, this week and next week it all kind of got messed up for various reasons and things like that. And my apologies, but there's obviously very little I can do about it when these kind of things happen and whatever. But yeah, so maybe Wednesday stream, hopefully Wednesday stream, and then the rest of the days, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but obviously I'll let people know, as I say, in Discord and such like that. But yes, so later on, hopefully today, there should be a Radford West, who is linked here and whatever. I'm not sure what they're doing today. If they want to say, then they can say in chat. Also, there's also a Stars transmission in there, so please do, as it said on my hacked giddy thing, please do a follow of a Stars transmission as well. And then on Monday, that's the Stars transmission. Earlier than Stars on Monday, there's going to be a Chaos, there you go, Ninja Chaos, who should be talking about conspiracy theories about giants. Chaos also streams on Tuesday as well.
normally after when West would stream on Tuesdays. And then, yes, on Wednesday. So hopefully on Wednesday. I have a Starly. You should be doing a cheapy robo. And anyway, I think I need to kind of pop off and that kind of thing. So hopefully I should be able to see everybody on Wednesday, and I'm likely to be in these other people's chats if I'm awake enough. So thank you all for turning up today, and sorry if you came in late when I was just finishing up, but thank you, and I will do seeing of people next time.